What's up guys, and today for this video, welcome back to another video on my channel. And today, this is going to be the top 7 gaming laptops under $500. And so I actually got 2 suggestions for this video. First off, I got one from the slideshow saying you should do the best gaming laptops under 500. And then afterwards, I got another suggestion from Emoji Gaming where he's like, do the top 5 laptops under 400. So what I decided to do was to basically combine both of their ideas and do a 500. So I am doing still under 500, but there are a couple laptops in here that are under 400 that are still pretty good for gaming and just laptops in general. So yeah, so in a further of ado, let's get started into the video. So right here, this is this is a crazy laptop for the price. So right now it's going actually for it's $100 off right now, which is really awesome for a deal. And as you guys can see right here, it's $3 shipping, so it is over the price of over about $3 or $2.98. It's just over by a little bit. So I'm really sorry about that, but let's get into the specs of this computer. So as you guys can see right here, so this is a 15.6-inch laptop. It has a Core i5, an Intel Core i5 6200U at 2.3 gigahertz, and has 8 gigabytes of memory. Has 1 terabyte. It has 1 terabyte of space, hard drive space, and a NVIDIA GeForce 940M, and it also has Windows 10 Home. And this is like a crazy deal for the price, so I'd recommend getting this immediately. And also the screen resolution is actually 1080p, which is another add-on, and for the price for $499.99, this is a super awesome deal. And you could also maybe get like the basically the 5200U, and actually it's more expensive. Do not get that. Go get this one. It's better. And overall, this is just an awesome laptop for the price, and it also has pretty good reviews too. If we go down to the reviews, there we go. Like, this actually has some pretty good reviews, like as you can see, Acer laptop, blah blah blah, Windows. But it's a pretty, this is pretty awesome laptop in general. So moving on to the next product here, we have the Asus F555LA-AB31, and this is a 15.6-inch laptop, and the price is under 400. So this is for you, Emoji Gaming. This is only for $369.99 and free shipping, of course. And this has some pretty awesome reviews, and this is on Amazon. So as you guys can see here, the laptop is actually pretty nice itself. It looks kind of thick though, so I don't know, but so maybe it's not really the best for like portability. But as you can see right here, it's 15.6-inch full HD, so 1080p screen. It has a 5th generation Intel Core i3 5110U 2.1 gigahertz and it has 4 gigs of RAM and 500 gigabytes of hard drive space, which is 5,400 RPM. So overall, this is like a super cheap and affordable laptop. It's probably not going to play like, I don't know, like Battlefield 4, like the highest settings though, but it's probably going to play like Minecraft and CSGO at pretty good settings, because first off, the i3 is a really good processor, and it has 4 gigs. And if you actually upgrade the 4 gigs to add 4 more gigs, this computer will be even more faster. And for the price though, this is super cheap, so I recommend getting this, and it has some pretty awesome reviews too, as you guys can see right here. And it also is 1080p. It has a 1080p screen, and for the price, this is a really awesome laptop for the price. So moving on to the next one, we have the HP 15-AY011NR, and this is coming at around $459.99. And I'm really sorry about today. I really cannot speak. I'm not too sure why. And this has a 15.6-inch full HD screen, so 1080p, and it has Intel Core i5 6200U with 2.3 gigahertz. It's a dual-core processor, and there's 8 gigs of RAM, and also has a 1,000 gigabyte hard drive, so 1 terabyte. And you can actually switch out the 1 terabyte for a 128 gigabyte SSD. So if you want like faster speeds and like faster boot times, get the SSD. But if you just want more storage, and if you're recording videos, I'd recommend getting like the 1 terabyte hard drive. And if you're gonna have like a lot of stuff, I'd recommend getting this. But as you can see here, it's a pretty awesome laptop for the price. This is actually really cheap, and it's actually the #1 bestseller on Amazon. This is like, once I typed in gaming laptop, it was like the first thing that appeared. And overall, this is a super nice laptop for the price, and also it's really cheap. So as you can see here, it has some pretty awesome reviews. Everyone really seems to love it, and it looks pretty nice too. It's a really nice looking and awesome specifications for a laptop. So moving on to the next one, we have the Asus X55DA-WS11, and this laptop here is actually pretty good, but I wasn't actually really gonna put this on the list, but I decided to do it anyways because I had to implement one AMD, but I'd recommend getting this over this AMD any day. I'm so sorry. So yeah, but I actually don't really know much about the AMD quad core A10 870p. I'm actually gonna search it up. Wait, I'll be right back. I'm actually gonna search up which CPU is better, either the A10 870p. It's actually a quad core, and the i5 6200U is a dual core. But I mean, this is the i5 6200U. So I'm gonna quickly search up which one's better, and I'll tell you guys the difference between those two. Okay guys, so I actually found the difference between this. So basically, like, they are pretty similar, like, CPUs, but this one's actually better for, like, gaming and video editing. I read an article about that, but some other people say that the i5 will, like, knock this out of the water, but I think they're actually pretty similar CPUs for the price, and they're all pretty much like, really, like, as you can see, it's really similar specs, and it looks like pretty much the same, but actually this looks really nice, that like brushed aluminum look. But yeah, so this has an AMD quad core A10-7 8700p at 1.8 gigahertz, or a turbo to 3.2 gigahertz, 8 gigs of RAM, and a 1TB hard drive. And you can also swap it out for maybe a 256 gigabyte SSD. But the price does go up by a little bit, but still, that's really awesome for only for a 256 gigabyte. Oh my gosh, 256 gigabyte SSD, pretty good CPU, and 8 gigs RAM. This is actually a pretty good laptop. And yeah, so it also has 1 year international warranty. But the bad thing about this is that it's not actually 1080p. But as you can see here, this one is actually 1080p. So I'd actually recommend getting this one over the Asus X555DA. Oh my gosh, X555DA. You know what? I really cannot say things today. I'm so sorry. So moving on to the next one here, we have the 2000. Okay, what? Okay, I think I'm putting this in my list, I guess. This is here the Intel with an Intel Core i5 4210U, and it has Intel HD graphics 4400, and has 8 gigs of RAM, so at 1600 megahertz, which is actually pretty good for the speeds. It has 15.6 LED touchscreen. So this is why I actually implemented on this. So if you're kind of more into not really like gaming, then this touchscreen for you would be really awesome. For example, like maybe when you're doing work or something. It's not 1080p unfortunately, but it does have a 720p HD camera, but that's basically why I implemented it, because of the touchscreen, and also because of the CPU, and it has 8 gigabytes of RAM. It's overall a pretty good solid laptop for the price. And if we scroll down into the reviews, a lot of people love this laptop. Like, they're like, great laptop. This is really awesome. So yeah, so moving on to the sixth product here, we have the Lenovo Flex 2 14-inch laptop touchscreen. It's another touchscreen, guys. And you guys are probably like, what the heck is this? Too new. $918. Like that. Oops. I just hit the table. That is way over the budget. Why would I want to spend that much? Well, I kind of implemented this one because of the 5 used and of the price, $325. And overall, this is a really awesome laptop for the price. So as you guys can see here, they're all like used, but like in very good condition. So that's why I actually implemented this one. So first off, it has Windows 8.1 has 7-hour battery life. It has a touchscreen, which is another bonus, and it also can like flip the other way to see if you're just watching movies or something. That'd be super awesome. And overall, I love its like sleek black looking look. It's really nice. It has 500 gigabytes of 5,400 RPM in a hard drive, and has 4 gigs of RAM, and has an i5. And what I'd recommend actually doing is actually like upgrading to 8 gigs, and this would be a super awesome laptop. And I'm not actually too sure which i5 this is. It just says 1.7. I'm actually not too sure, but oh, this doesn't have that much good of reviews, but that's why there is the used for the price. It is super cheap. I recommend it if you're looking for a super cheap laptops, or actually, I'd recommend, actually nah, because this is an i5, but I'm not too sure which i5 this is because it doesn't really give me the best description on it. So yeah, so moving on to the last product, this is the Lenovo G70, and I implemented this because this is the only 17-inch laptop I found for this price point. So first off, it has an Intel Core i3 4030U, clocked at 1.9 gigahertz processor. It has 4 gigs of DDR3 RAM, 500 gigabyte hard drive space, and the battery though is not that good. It's only 4-hour battery life, but it has a 5-star review, so that's why I also implemented this on here, as you can see. And so yeah, so this is, and it's not like 13 by whatever it was before, as you can see, 13 by that. It's more, but it's less than 1080p. But this is the i3. Like, i3 is really solid for just laptop uses in general, if you're just like searching the web or whatnot like that. But overall, I just put this on because of its 17-inch laptop. But the one I recommend the most for like the most expensive, I'd recommend the first one I showed you guys, because first off, it doesn't actually just use Intel HD graphics. It has its own dedicated graphics card, has a GeForce 940M, and then it has an i5 6200U, and this could probably play like Minecraft and CSGO no problem. So this is a super awesome deal for the price right now, and it's also sleek looking, and it's just a super awesome laptop in general. But for the more cheaper one, I'd recommend the it's actually the first one. I recommend this. So for only $369.99, first of all, it has 1080p screen, 4 gigabytes of RAM, 500 gigabyte hard drive, and i3 5010. But what I would do is actually upgrade to 8 gigs of RAM, just put 4 gigs, and it'd be a super awesome laptop. You'd get like some pretty good gameplay going. But the more in like the budget area, I'd recommend, no, it's actually just this one. It's the first 3. What a coincidence. So this right here is a 1 terabyte hard drive, 15.6 inch, full 1080p with an Intel Core i5 6200U, and this is the exact same CPU in this laptop here, but you're basically just, the difference is you're getting an actual graphics card, and this one you're actually not. But yeah, so that's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed, and be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you guys did enjoy it. And I'm so sorry for my terrible speaking in this video. I don't really know what was happening, but yeah, so any further ado, I will see you all in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, goodbye.